I can't hear you, Swamiji. Voice is not audible. Hi, Swamiji. Your voice is not audible. I can't hear you, Swamiji. No voice.
I'm going to stay co-host and see if that
Yes.
helps.
Yeah,
Is
that
that better?
helps. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So that means if you're already streaming or the host, then I don't have to reclaim the host. All
That's okay.
right. Thank you. Let's see if we can do it this way today. That way,
Yes.
moves. Can you see Mama?
Yes. I
Can
can
you
see
see
both of
me?
you. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Swamiji.
Well, are we ready to go? Everything is
Yes.
done?
Yes.
Thank you. I saw Jen come. Let me touch that. Let's get a book for Mama. She can follow it too. You can still see Mama.
Yes.
Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. We are reading the book Shrima, Living with the Soul. And on page 180, we're going to talk about duality. All right. That's not working. Let's see. There we go. Shrima. I was totally beyond this world of play and duality when I was in Samadhi all the time. My mind did not get pulled to the world. It was always with God. I never asked people, what is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Never. Only since coming to America, I have started to ask people these questions. I was living in a completely different world. Now, this world is extremely different because I'm in consciousness. I talk now. Before, I did not talk very much. Every once in a while, some words came from my mouth, but usually I didn't talk. Now, when I see you, I ask questions. How are you? How's it going with you? But I never talked about these things. Someday we'll return this five element body to the earth, and then we'll go on our journey. Yes, it would be a great day. That's the time when you'll go to that's the time when you'll go to your home, your real home. laughing, you'll be free. It's exactly the same as when we opened the gates of the peacock cage, and then the peacocks were free. They were dancing and happy in the same way this body is a cage and the soul is living inside the cage. One day the door will open. But one day the door will be opened and you'll be free. And then you're home. This body is not eternal. Only the soul is eternal. When we don't know what reality is, we become sad. Maya makes us sad. But the sadness is also not eternal, it's short lived. In the meantime, we have to be good actors. Never take it seriously. If you take it seriously, you're living in your head, and unconditional love will never come to you. Pure love will never come to you. If you take yourself too seriously, I can't teach you too much. It will have to come from within. Gautam, another devotee of Sri Ma, gives his perspective on what it is like to be with Sri Ma and how it has enabled him to overcome duality. Here is Gautam's expression about his journey of overcoming his duality. My association with Sriman Swamiji is the catalyst for primarily subduing, then gradually penetrating the bulwarks of the ego's domain. Their weapons include heavy doses of the elixirs, unconditional love and support, which makes the devotee at first intoxicated with love of God, a sense of timelessness, floating along with a no problem attitude, and ultimately in sweet oneness with the universe. Previous to my meeting of Sri Man Swamiji in 1985, I was in a quandary how to find oneness with this creator. The path I had traveled thus far had given me great inspiration and teachers who revealed methods for sadhana. But I needed more guidance and an in-depth understanding of how to focus on a goal that could change my life. When we yearn for God with sincere longing, He hears our cry and appears in the form of a true teacher who will guide us. This is exactly what happened to me one day as I sat with a friend in the cafeteria of an ashram sipping tea. He told me of two saints who had come to America from India without anything except for 2 suitcases and an enormous amount of pure bhava, intuitive vision. When he asked me if I would like to meet them at his house, I enthusiastically agreed. The setting for my meeting with my future gurus was what you might call right out of the Hollywood memorabilia. The house my friend's father owned had been on the market for sale for 2 to 3 years, but somehow never sold. Later, I found out that his mother had been killed in that house, and her soul was still there waiting to be freed. He had invited Mother and Swamiji to come and stay at the house and send the soul on to higher realms. They had been preparing a statue of Kali, the Divine Mother, in the form of she who takes away our darkness, molding her from clay, straw, sticks, and strings. So imagine, you're ringing the doorbell, your friend opens the door, inviting you into this house with no furniture, Swamiji coming forward to greet you smiling, with dear Sri Ma standing quietly behind him with folded hands, then to walk into the washroom and see this image of Kali in the cement laundry sink in process of being made leaves one breathless. I was invited to move into the humble house with them after 12 consecutive nights of going there. What a blessing! I started my journey towards feeling connected with the universe many times of testing, failures, little successes. Thank you, Sri Ma and Swamiji, for all that you have given to me. They have always given their best in taming my wild horses of the mind. And as gurus, they have fearlessly spoken their message of renunciation, discrimination, peace, and love without assuaging egos. An oft repeated phrase is worth hearing once more: the life changing benefits of seeking out saints and wearing out their doorstep for the sharing of satsang with them cannot be praised enough. This is just one person's story of how meeting with Sri Ma has inspired me to study, practice, become with more pure, nurture divinity, overcome my ego, see the light of wisdom, and ultimately, no matter how long it takes, reach that perfect state of oneness with the Creator. Universe. Sri Ma. The universe is big. We're very little. Laughing. Maybe you will be surprised with this talk. This creation is unbelievable. What can one say? Therefore, we say, not this, not that. There is nothing to talk about. This universe has lots of planets. One doesn't just have to stay only on one planet. It depends on what kind of karma we are doing. If we do good karma, we go to other places and stay there. On some planets, there is no night, only day. On some planets, nobody dies. You're eternal. The bodies of on these planets are more subtle than ours. One can change into any form. This universe is so big, and there are so many things in it. When you do sadhana and speak the truth and respect your actions, you'll know you are who you are, and you'll know the whole universe. The whole universe is you, and everybody is your family. Therefore, we teach you to respect your actions, and then you'll know what you are here to do. That's why we are trying to cure your lifetime karma with sadhana. When pure love is there, we are one soul. Nobody can go anywhere. When you have pure love, you are with everybody. You'll get lovey-dovey with the whole creation. Soon the feelings of universality will dissolve because you have come down again to do karma yoga, to unite through your every action. Angels, Prima. Angel means a form of godliness. In the West, we think of gods and goddesses as angels, while in India, we call the goddesses as Kali or Durga. It's just a different perception and a different name. Someone recently told me about this movie, Patch Adams. Patch was a doctor, and he had a female friend who loved butterflies. She was killed by a crazy man who then killed himself. Patch was so sad when she died. Who then wanted to resign from the world? Patch was so sad when she died that he wanted to reside from the world. He went to a mountain, was talking to God, and then a butterfly came and sat down on his heart. He felt God had come to him in the form of a butterfly, and he went back to work. When one gets higher consciousness, one can see these things. One goes deeper and deeper into self. One can see and know everything. One realizes you are related with everything. Many people have firsthand experience of Srima's highly evolved intuitive abilities, where she seemingly sees and knows everything. I asked Abba, a doctor who looks after Srima's health, to share her perspective. Here is Abba. I met Srima and Swamiji in 1986 when my husband was renting our house in Concord. What strikes me now is how quickly that transaction, startlingly brief and matter of fact, was conducted. In sharp contrast today, 21 years later, and this was written just after the 2000s, so it's almost 40 years later. I hang on to each and every moment I can spend with Srima whenever I meet her. Like an eager child, I am unashamed to take advantage of my job as a physician so that I can inquire about her health, converse with her for longer, and become more involved with her. I do not know when this transition to business, from business to infatuation and devotion occurred, but I am ecstatic to be in this state. I have always believed in God. However, my faith was perhaps more a result of being born and raised in a religious family than a true personal decision. As an adult, prior to meeting Srima, I would sometimes wonder if God was fact or fiction. However, my involvement with Srima has transformed my faith, particularly through the repeated occurrence of miraculous events that are neither logical nor scientific. One might call them coincidences, except those are not rare or random events, happening far too often to be mere chance. One such incident regarding my brother's relationship with Srima comes immediately to mind when I think of coincidences. My brother, who lives overseas, is Srima's devotee. And so it was natural that when I met Srima each weekend, she would inquire about him and his family. One day, in addition to her regular questions, she very pointedly asked me to tell him that she loved him very much. That evening, I called him up to convey her message. After several moments of stunned silence, my brother revealed that a few days ago, while thinking about Srima, he had not confided these thoughts to Srima or anyone. How she knew to reassure him of her love is inexplicable by regular logic and convention. Even if I have personally experienced Srima's coincidences, once while cleaning the temple, my shirt caught fire and I sustained a second-degree burn on my side. The episode took only a few minutes, but I felt immense helplessness and agony. Srima was in her house at the time, felt uneasy, and called on the kitchen phone to check if everything was all right. Upon hearing the news, she came immediately armed with medical supplies. Apparently, a few days earlier, she had had a premonition about the potential mishap with fire. During my recovery, Sri Ma called regularly. In these tender maternal conversations, she mentioned that my father, who passed away 7 years ago, wanted her to look after me. How can we explain the communication channels through which Sri Ma's premonition, her sense of uneasiness, and her knowledge of my father's wishes from beyond the grave, so to speak, traveled? Simply put, we cannot. All that I can say assuredly is that, thanks to Sri Ma's living example, I now believe there is a fourth dimension, and I now know beyond a shade of doubt that God exists. On weekends, when I visit the Devi Mandir, I am fortunate to have the opportunity to walk with Sri Ma and discuss matters related to the health of her physical body, while Sri Ma, in her far more powerful brand of medicine, diagnoses and heals my spirit, enabling my soul to walk a little farther on this path towards eternal bliss. Dharma. Shrima. There is always Dharma, righteous path, and all Dharma, opposite of Dharma. Ultimately, all Dharma is erased and truth always wins. Satyameva Jayate. Ram came to earth and destroyed all Dharma. Ravana chose to come to this world, and he chose his karma so he would realize himself quickly. He had ego, he lived with ego, but ultimately he dissolved his ego. I told you how he cut off 9 of his heads because he was a great Shiva devotee. This happened before he came down to earth as Ram's enemy. There's more to Ravana's story. Every action is taking us towards God or towards worldliness, towards unity or separation. It's wise to take the good and bad always and just realize it's all God. Some people will use their suffering to become true and get free, while others may not. If you're conscious, you will realize God. Nilima describes how she realized both worldliness and godliness through Sri Ma's blessings. I was in San Francisco in August of 1990 on my way to New York for an IVF procedure when my brother-in-law took me to meet his guru. I vividly remember my first meeting with Sri Ma. She was statuesque, clad in white, with her serene face framed by long hair. The love and humility with which Sriman Swamiji interacted with all was awe-inspiring. Srima did not speak many words, and neither did Swamiji give any sermons, but so many questions seem to have got answered by merely being in their proximity. I asked for a blessing. She blessed me with a Rudraksh. And instantly, all my anxieties dissolved, and I felt reassured that my visit to New York will be successful. I soon learned that the first IVF procedure was successful. After 8 months, I gave birth to healthy twin boys, and blissful motherhood kept me totally occupied for many years without any direct contact with Srima. In the mid-90s, Sri Ma visited India and stayed at my father-in-law's house. When during the evening puja, she put a sandal paste mark on my husband's forehead, Sanjay, my husband, who had little interest or faith in religion or spiritual practices, felt a wonderful sensation which he had not experienced before. Sanjay was intrigued, and I was grateful for Sri Ma's second blessing. The next day, Sri Ma and Swamiji left for Varanasi. Sanjay and I could not help ourselves but to follow her. We both have visited Varanasi numerous times before, and frankly, we were not really enamored by the city. Unlike any previous visit, this trip with Sri Ma was deeply mystical. Walking through the narrow lanes, in and out of temples, taking the on the Ganga, trying to keep up with Sri Ma as she raced up the steep steps to visit Trilinga Swami's ashram and participating in a homas performed by Swamiji. While our bodies got tired, our souls soared and our minds quieted down. This magical experience opened our eyes and our hearts to the essence of this eternal city of our births. I consider Sri Ma as my mother, my guru, and a living goddess. Sri Ma has taught me so much. The highs are God's grace, and the lows teach precious lessons which could not have been learned in any other way. Ever since my first meeting with Sri Ma, it has become clear to me that in her presence, obstacles dissolve and doubts disappear. As I stumble along on this journey of life, I feel assured knowing that she is always there watching over me, guiding me firmly and patiently towards life's ultimate goal. Be simple, be true, and be free. This is Sri Ma's message. Be true. Say what you mean and do what you say. If you are true, you will be without fear. If your conscience is clear, your heart will be silent. That is peace, no matter what the result. Be simple. Many words are a burden to the soul. The real message of your heart will be communicated by your actions. The words will only explain the actions, but they must agree, lest we become hypocrites who preach what we ourselves do not practice. Be free. Leave your selfishness behind. The people whose opinions are valued will love us for what we are, not for what we have. The respect which can be bought is as useless as a tree which bears neither flowers nor fruits. When the leaves will fall and the trunk wither, none will come again. Take refuge in God. Neither your friends, relations, nor others will take you to heaven. Only wisdom will be our salvation. Cultivate wisdom. Learn from everyone, everywhere. Then use that knowledge which will bring you into harmony with the universe. Develop discrimination. Pursue only those desires which will make you free. Leave the ones which will get you into trouble. Know the difference and remind yourself daily. Remember that the God you seek resides in every atom. You can offer respect to every atom, even while you maintain your own discipline inside. That you are a spiritual seeker is not something you need to show outside. If it will manifest in your behavior without your having to try. If we are gentle, loving, kind, and honest in our dealings, that is spiritual. Your spirituality cannot be hidden. Similarly, if one is full of fears and trying to hide his inner emotions, such a person is not full of spirit. That is only ego. Let all our actions manifest our love. Work is visible love, the expression of love that we can see. People want realization, liberation, to become enlightened. Do not think it is something different from doing for others as you would have them do for you. Spirituality is very simple. I am everywhere, says the sage. I exist in every form of creation. If I hurt any form, I hurt myself. If I raise any form to a higher level, I myself find progress. It is easy. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. And here we'll pause in this session, and in our next session, we'll continue reading the book Shrima, Living with the Soul, and the subject will be about duality and conflict. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Salam, salam, Swamiji.
Blessing.
But Mother has a song for us. Do you have the song?
Yeah. They can join.
Okay, you can join too. Namaste. Namaste, Harish.
Salam, Swamiji. Salam, Ma.
Namaste.
Pranam Ma, Pranam Swamiji.
Jai Ma. Oh,
Jai Ma.
Namaste, Sheila.
Pranam. Jai Ma.
You have that song, Mama?
Yes, I have to find them.
You have to find it. Okay. We can wait. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all partied out everything last night. So today is a day of rejoicing, starting off the new year right.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Right? Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Come, come, mother, stay in my heart. Make a happy new year.
Come, mother, stay in my heart. Make a happy new year.
Open up. Happy new year.
Open our hearts with divine grace. Make a happy new year.
Happy new year.
There, stay in my heart. Make a happy new year.
Happy new year.
Take away our fear and our darkness. Make a happy new year.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Come, the stay in my heart, make a happy new year.
We take divine day. Happy New Year.
We take divine breath every day, make a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Come, stay in my heart, make a happy new year.
May good friend say Happy New Year.
Make good friends with divine strength, make a happy new year. Stay in my heart, make a happy new year.
Give us a thing.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Give us attainment, remove all attachment, make a happy new year. Come, stay in my heart, make a happy new year.
If not with
I'm scared, don't you know, make a happy new year. Unite with divine spirit, don't go on it first, make a happy new year. Come, stay in my heart, make a happy new year.
we pray to your mom to make you again. Happy New Year.
We pray to you, Mother, to get to your grace, make a happy new year. Come, Mother, stay in my heart, make a happy new year. Come, Mother, stay in my heart, make a happy new year. Mother, stay in my heart, make a happy new year.
Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Pranam. Thank you.
Pranam ma.
Namaste.
Pranam ma.
Namaste, Sheila.
Namaste. Pranam Swamiji.
Are you in America?
Yes,
Are you here?
America.
Are you in India?
No,
No.
America.
In California?
Yeah.
No, Dallas.
Shira, happy
Namaste.
Thank
Ma,
you.
Very nice.
ma miss you.
Namaste. I saw Kripananda there.
Pranam Swamiji. Pranam Swa.
Namaste. Happy New Year
Namaste.
to you.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New
Thank
Year
you.
to the whole family. Thank you all for coming and sharing with us. What a beautiful way to start the new year. Oh, namaste, Jen.
Namaste.
Oh, we have so many. Pranam. Everybody have a beautiful, happy new year. And we'll continue our story of Srima, and then we're going to go off and do some sadhana pretty soon. So we're going to another temple. So we'll keep you informed as we start our travels. Pranam.
Pranam to all.
Pranam,
Pranam. Jai Ma.
Hanamandu.
Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.